Don't, we're dorks.
Dorks. No, who are you? Remember that?
Da, 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 da. I don't know that song.
Yeah, well, I mean, that's the part everyone knows, and then it does that. You,
Well, if I don't know that part.
Are you? Remember
that? I think I know what you're doing now.
I've got a real weird energy today, Matt.
No, that was great. That was great.
I'm
Beautiful.
I'm full of weird sounds too. I'm gonna be making some real, gotta edit it out kind of sounds.
Oh, Sam, let's see. I've got a burned tongue. I just burned my tongue on some hot tea.
Oh no,
it was so hot,
dude! I've got hot tea too.
Nice. You're a hottie. I'm a hottie.
Shit.
I did that. I got dogs in the background that want to murder me because I'm making weird sounds with my voice. Oh, there they go. I hope you can't hear that.
That was perfect timing. It's like they knew.
You can hear them?
Oh, yeah.
God damn it. Fuck. That's not good if you can hear them.
Well,
I'm going to do something that I think is going to become a common practice here, and I'm going to go move my computer to the garage.
Oh. Welcome to the dog cast. That's gonna
end up... They own everything else, right? They own our beds. They own our time. Why not
my love?
Give them our podcast. No, they don't own my love.
Oh.
You love your dogs?
What?
You love your dogs?
What
a loser.
No, well, oh, jeez. That was full Morty. Full on, like,
oh, jeez, Rick.
You know what sucks?
Why you gotta make fun of me for loving my dogs,
I just love my little doggies. You know what sucks? As I've been saying, like, geez and gosh and golly gee willikers and like all that 1950s, Robin shit. I've been saying that for years, and Rick and Morty, like that. Oh, geez, oh gosh, oh. So now it feels like I'm doing that.
You feel like Justin Roiland ruined that for you.
I feel like Justin Roiland's been living in my walls, and he's been stealing my ideas all these years. That's what's happening. Oh! You're under the sea now.
What? Oh, sorry.
You're hiding your beautiful voice under a bushel. God specifically said not to do that.
No, I was saying Justin Roiland probably is hiding in your walls for real because he's trying to hide from the government at this point.
I think there's we had like a possum or something in our wall, a raccoon or something. I don't know.
You should name it Justin Roiland.
That's what it's called now. He's in my wall right now, peeking through the little hole, going, good, excellent. They think it's a raccoon or something. I don't know what his normal speaking voice sounds like.
It sounds like a guy.
Hello, it's me, Justin Roiland.
That's surprisingly not that far off.
Really?
Yeah, he sounds like a normal fucking dude.
It's because he whispers his normal dude voice in my ear at night through the wall. I think I don't know it, but like my sleeping brain does. That really does kind of explain some of the dreams I've been having recently.
You get the urge to travel to other dimensions, although that's like a pretty
normal urge. Yeah, I think. I think every at least every guy has that urge. I feel like every girl probably does too, but like
they don't know that that's what.
Yeah, I think it's a. Yeah, I think our brains are more simple, so we kind of got right to the core of it.
We're fucking cowards.
Well, I don't know about that.
We want to run from our problems to other guys. Are fucking cowards. They want to run to their other universes.
Well, yeah, well, I mean, I know I personally am, but it's just I don't know if
you don't want to. Yeah, I don't want to say that about all men.
I don't want to get beat up at the gym.
Don't want to get your ass.
I'm lifting my 2-pound weights, pumping some serious 2-pound irons.
You just smack somebody in the face with a 2-pound weight, see what happens. I guarantee you, they will not come after you.
Well, I'll smack them in the face with my 2-pound weight. It's called my pee-pee, baby.
That was. Oh God, man! Oh, this is gonna be a good
This
day.
is,
It's gonna be
it's
a
gonna be a
good
good one.
cast.
I'm in a mood, Matt.
You're in a
I'm in a
mood.
real mood right now.
I'm still trying to find one of my voices for one of my characters, and it's probably gonna be really, truly
I think there's
wonderful.
only one. I think there's only one voice that I actually might have. Oh, fuck! Did I edit that guy out entirely? I don't remember. I made some last minute changes last night when I was very very tired.
Always a good
I got to
time.
set up Audacity as the backup.
Here, 1 second. I'm going to. While you're doing that, I'm gonna go get the rest of the stuff I need for this. Now that I'm in the garage.
Oh, okay.
All right.
Just hanging out with my friend Matt Montgomery.
Getting here.
Huh?
All right. Let's see how this does.
I'm sure it's gonna do great, Matt.
Just
Although
great.
it did kind of sound like you like threw a wrench at the ground or something just then.
I did throw the equivalent of a wrench at the ground. Let me throw all the wrenches real quick. Get all my wrench throwing.
Jesus!
I'm in my garage, man. I told
You're in
you.
goblin mode right now.
I'm in my garage, banging and clanging.
Is that how the story's gonna go?
Oh my god, banging and clanging sounds.
That
awesome.
sounds like a sick name for something.
Well, I've been playing around with an all bard campaign idea for D&D, so that might be a story. Who knows? Just like maybe a. Go ahead.
No. Do you play D&D like regularly?
No, that's the thing. I read a book series. I've told you about this in real life, but this isn't
Sorry,
real life.
go on.
This is a podcast. So I told you about a book series called Cradle, and it's fantastic. And I've been wanting to DM something within that world using one of the, the off-brand D&D sort of, I guess not off-brand, but like the more generic,
the shitty bad
DMing
worse
guides.
one. Yeah, I know.
Yeah. But I haven't played a game of D&D in 10 years.
Oh my god!
So I want to get back into it.
Change that.
My brother-in-law, Aubrey. He wants to DM something. I was telling him, I was like, if you DM, I just want to learn your process, and then I want to be able to do it myself, because that's what I really.
That's the one that is your wife outside of the wig, right? Like not wearing the wig.
My wife, he wears a different wig.
Okay, gotcha.
He's always in a wig, but sometimes
Aren't we all, sister?
It's my wife's wig. Yeah.
We all? we're all wearing this wig called society.
What would you say to the idea that like all of life is a Shakespearean play and it's all played by men, even the women's parts are played by men?
I would say, oh, Hamlet. The vampires have taken over the city. It's an old whitest kid sketch.
Yeah. It really is.
Oh, Matt Montgomery, you know things. Oh, I love you.
Look, Whitest Kids You Know is my second favorite sketch comedy group of all time. My first being Derek Comedy. So
Derek Comedy. I know. So the name sounds familiar enough that I know I have to have seen it before. But
you have. You know Troy from Community?
Yeah.
You know Donald Glover. You know Donald Glover.
That's why.
It was his sketch comedy group.
That's right. Yeah. That's why. Yeah, that was. It was pretty raw back then.
Oh, super raw, and none of their stuff aged well in terms of actual recording quality. So if you want to go watch it, you're gonna cringe just because it's all in like, what's the it's not 360, it's like 180.
Oh yeah, it's in potato
some
vision.
Really garbage. Yeah, for sure. You can't tell it's Donald Glover unless you squint really hard.
Hey man, you got any more of them pixels?
Yeah. No, you should definitely watch more of their stuff.
Copy that,
and no, so you do D&D?
Yeah. Well, yeah. I think that series of sounds I just made probably explains it all, but none like contiguously. Like we don't have like a single campaign or anything anymore. I had maybe. Oh, that's right. We figured it out once. I had maybe like a 6-month span where I was DMing something a few years back, like two or 3 years ago. That I was the DM and it was going pretty well. or GM if you're wrong and stupid and I hate you. That's not true. I don't have strong opinions about that.
What's a GM? Is it a general
game
manager? Like you run a
Yeah,
okay.
you're the general
I know
manager of
GM,
D&D.
like yeah, like you run your whole region for
You
D&D.
bust into card shops and you go, "You guys aren't meeting your roleplay quota." You close down particular branches of D&D games.
Not enough
Not enough
kobolds in this
kobolds.
game.
The top DEI wants more kobolds in this. I don't fucking. No, but we had one. I was DMing
Wizards of the
it.
Coast.
It was going really well, and then it just stopped. Because life happened.
Yeah. I will say that's the nice thing about something like what we're doing here is no relying on other people to tell our stories. I love the improvisational aspect of D&D. I love the idea that the group the dynamic of the group with the DM is really, it's almost like a philosophical argument, right?
Oh,
You have a person trying to play God, and you have it's like sorry, I'm not a philosophical person, but I've been reading some stuff about philosophy lately, so I'm going to act like I am. It's almost like the master slave dialectic, the idea of like essentially having these two opposing parties that do work together, but one rises against the other and pushes back, creating a new like a new dichotomy each time that the old one is challenged. And that is probably going to tick people off if they hear it. So maybe they don't need to hear that, because that's probably a really bad example of it.
I was just about to say all of that, all the things you just said there. It was on the tip of my tongue.
Well, and just in general, like that's just a fun thing about
really
D&D
cool.
is you have people pushing back against your DM, and you have your DM going like, well, let's see if I can make this thing happen anyway. And I like to think that's how life works. If there's a God, is like that God's like, you're going to end up being an engineer, and somebody's like, not if I try hard enough not to try hard. And then they end up being a piece of shit, and God's like, well, I gave you everything, man. I tried so hard.
No, it's God having set everything up like, oh, like this is all going to go super, super fantastically. I made these people smart and compassionate, and stop trying to eat the cinnamon. Stop. It doesn't work. Everyone fucking stop trying to eat the cinnamon.
Oh my lord.
I gave you so many things you could eat that aren't spoonfuls of cinnamon and Tide Pods. That's like timely.
Tide Pods, man. Like, yeah,
timely references I'm making here.
Circa 2009.
Is it not?
No, it's funny that you say that. I have a friend, his name's Ricky, and he had a YouTube channel back in 2010, 2009. And this dude was one of the funniest people I ever knew. If I find his channel name, I'm going to link it at some point, or just like promote him.
Hell yeah.
But he did the cinnamon challenge with Cinnamon Toast Crunch instead of cinnamon. But he claimed, he was like, it says it has real cinnamon in it, so technically this is it. So I'll link it to you and let you see how Ricky. It goes. Because classic Ricky.
I have a friend named Ricky. It might be the same guy. Who knows?
It could be. Is his last name Schmarkadoop?
You know what? I wouldn't be shocked if he had changed it to that, because that's such a Ricky move. I think there's only one Ricky, and they all just it's like a hive mind sort of a situation.
They're all
Schmirkadoo. We're all Schmirkadoo a little bit, I think. I like to think.
I'm having trouble with naming people in my stories.
Dude,
not because I don't understand that names exist already and that I can just like look them up online, but because like I want every name to be fantastic. I don't want any minor character to have a name that is anything other than a reference to something else or a pun. And it's limiting me. So
weird.
Yeah.
Because I've had the same thought process, man, like genuinely this time, where I'm like, nah, I mean, I should give this person a name, but like, I don't know, it doesn't feel right. Like some of my characters so far, and some of the ones that I plan to do later on, the name is the first thing that comes, or or it just snaps, where I'll come up with the idea of the character. I'll go, oh, that's a fun character, and his name would be Blit, and it just falls out of my mouth like Providence, like divine, like it was meant to be.
I have one name like that I'm waiting on introducing them, and I came up with their name by accident while creating a secondary character that I decided that was going to be this other character. It was a whole web, right? But I was like, oh, this one person could also be this person, but that person has a different name. And then once I came up with this name, I was like, no, everyone's going to be named this from now on. So wow, talking about that in the abstract sure is entertaining.
Good golly. Okay, do you want to go ahead and get started? Because I feel like we've got a pretty good.
Yeah. Do you have your D20?
I got my D20. I don't have the box that I used last time, but I have this like concrete like head. It's like a candle holder that's like the top of a head, like with the.
Right. Oh man, that was the first test sound. Oh, that was on your side.
Oh, how about
that? Do you actually?
It's almost like a Seth Rogen laugh.
No, if it's picking it up, it'll be recorded. Okay. And I see Audacity's doing it in recording.
Yeah, it's doing the little wiggly woos, the funny sound worms. Okay, Matt.
Well, I'd say let's roll that D20 and get it. I'm gonna go
roll
ahead
for initiative.
Can I? Do you want me to call the number?
I meant to do a little like just a brief little recap of last week. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. Last week was full of feet, and it was on fleek. Wait, that didn't rhyme with feet, but it rhymed with week.
There was a tree, and a man, and a god dang goblin beating everyone for their. No, it wasn't pee. It was. God damn it! You know what? Roll for initiative. Wait, what's your number? Should we
roll for initiative? Yeah. No. So how about this? We're gonna go ahead and recap what we're doing with the D20. So, one of us, I think, will call out a number. Okay. And this gives us some control over whether or not we go first. If I give a number, then if the D20 is that number or higher, then I go first. Does that sound good? I think
it should just be whoever's closest, like over or under. Whatever.
I don't know, man, because yeah, I mean that's fine. We could do that.
I choose number whoever's closest. 8.
That's my number. I choose number. I'm gonna go with 9.
You really split. Split the room there. You really Bob Barkered me there.
Price is right, bitch.
Oh, did you hear that?
Yeah, I did hear that. That was beautiful.
We got 11.
11. That means I'm first. I think. Yeah,
my initiative was worse than yours. You straight up $1, Bob.
I don't think I've ever heard anyone say that my initiative was higher than theirs in my entire life. So,
no, Matt, you're a real go-getter. I'll tell you that to your face.
A real go-getter. All right, well, let's get started with this story. Yeah. Let's do it. This story is called A Federal Offense, or Tit for Toot, or Nell Starts a Gang War.
I forgot how much fun this is.
It's been 2 weeks and you forgot.
I don't know, man. It's been a long time. Time works weird.
All right. Let's try this with my sick voice. It was the middle of another beautiful sunny Fives Day in the Democratic Republic of Prim. The shining jewel of the western coast of ever-bright continent shone like a massive diamond rising directly from the crud around it, the light of the sun embracing its people with a feeling of warmth and security. It was summer. In fact, it was always summer here. Partay season every season, all year round. The bright city, full of monuments to the light, mirrors on every corner, low, flat, and thinly covered buildings for all the pores in the outer rings to really get a good glimpse of the sun above, which they so worshipped, and a massive, solid estate building within the inner ring for the less pores who actually deserved their beauty sleep on account of their having money. But don't worry about that. Just know that only good things come from the light, and this was the brightest, lightest place in all of Crud. The people were truly blessed to live in this vitamin D-filled metropolis. Holy shit! It's so fucking hot! I'm starting to look and feel like a raisin.
Holy shit.
Life is pain. Has anyone seen my dog? I'm gonna try one time on Hogan.
Dude, that cut through. I was about to say how much I want to live there, and then your voice, you just T-boned me with that voice. Holy shit.
I'm glad.
Oh.
I'm glad. Yes, today, like every other day, was a good day. A great day, even. No one could possibly have anything to complain about on a day like this. Hey, bitch! That was my delivery! Uh-oh. Looks like old Negative Nelly over there is in a bit of a mood. Always a curmudgeon, that one. Oh, Nelly, I'm sorry. I didn't see you over there. I was too busy delivering mail way faster and more magically than you, said Tootsweet, a sexy unicorn with a rainbow magic... fuck me.
With rainbow magic fuck me.
With rainbow fuck me magic.
Hell yeah.
Said Tootsweet, a sexy unicorn with rainbow magic and a cool tattoo. Don't call me that! The name is Nell, and I told you, that was my delivery, bitch! Oh, you poor thing. You must be confused. If it was your delivery, why was it in my saddlebag? That's federal mail, cockface. Assigned to my team. To me. You know you're only on private parcels, Uspis.
Whoa.
Taking federal mail. Yeah. Taking federal mail. That's breaking the treaty. You know what's going to happen. You know what's going to happen when the Don hears about this. Nell the Negative was just a bit upset, which was understandable. His government-subsidized business, the Federal Equines, or FedEx, if you allow, was currently having its ass handed to it by the newcomer in town, a faster, sleeker, sexier, and more reliable service known as USPIS, Unicorn Super Postal Service. Running on magical energy and superpowers, it was no wonder USPS always got it done efficiently. Yep, USPS was synonymous with efficiency, while those slowpoke FedEx regular horses with their regular hooves and no magic and their need of a driver were losing ground to ground fast. USPS was the shit! This episode brought to you by the USPS. In some universes, we're reliable.
Oh my god, Matt.
I hope I don't have to record any of that again, because if I have to record any of that again, I'm not going to be able to do it.
Your voices are top notch, dude.
Jesus. Okay. Oh, you are a crude one, Nelly. Silly Billy. The Don simply won't do a thing. He's past this. He's smart enough to know when the tide of a stampede is shifting. He knows we're strutting edge, all new magic. We get things done. In style. And then there's you. You're, what? Riding around on horseshoes? With a little rider atop you, no less. Playing steed to a knight. And this night, the magical creature let loose a fart, and the scent of fresh-baked apple pie filled the air as he nodded toward an old man a few feet behind Nell, sweating and smiling with a distant stare, and waving politely at the two. Wait, do my steel blue eyes deceive me? Is that old Charles, the first rider? Oh, wow, he looks like he's seen better years. The man farted, and it smelled like the opposite of freshly baked apple pie, which is farts.
It's true. Sorry. That's true.
I'm gonna take it one more time.
Oh, gosh.
Oh, no. The man... Okay. The man farted, and it smelled like the opposite of freshly baked apple pie, which is farts, because it was a fart. That kind of old person fart where you can't get too mad, because even though it was loud and long, his face didn't change at all the whole time, and he just kept smiling. God damn it. Oh no! God damn it! Oh fuck!
Holy shit, dude! Oh, holy unicorn
I'm gonna
farts,
take
Batman.
holy unicorn farts,
Dude. Okay, hold on.
There's some lore behind these farts. Okay, go
The
ahead.
strut line,
Yeah,
strutting edge. It's genius. It's fucking genius, Matt.
Oh, thanks.
Holy
Thanks.
shit.
Don't. I probably put it into like Google Bard or ChatGPT. No, not really, but I could imagine that it's something that they would do better than me anyway.
Dude.
Let's see. I'm going to take the whole thing again. The man farted, and it smelled like the opposite of freshly baked apple pie, which is farts, because it was a fart. That kind of old person fart where you can't get too mad because even though it was loud and long, his face didn't change at all the whole time, and he just kept smiling that sad smile, telling you he didn't really know where he was, and it was really possible that he just shat himself. Wow, you really are aging yourself with him writing you. Hey, old Charles. Oh, yes. A good day to you, too. Oh, yes, you poor thing. The unicorn clopped a hoof to say hello, and Nell didn't like it one bit. You got some fucking shire horse balls to clop with that tone at old Charlie here. You know, some goddamn...
Dude, this unicorn's a fucking dick.
Yeah, you fucking dick. You show some goddamn respect to the first writer, or I'll put you down, Toot. Put me down? You're so crass. I have nothing but the utmost respect for old Charles. I mean, he's practically a legend. The first package delivery ever. But the times are racing forward. They're lapping him. Lapping your whole system. Lapping you, good friend. I'm warning you, Toot Sweet. I'm just saying, if we're talking about putting anyone down, if it's anyone's time, maybe, it's old Charles. If you really respected him, like I absolutely do, you take him out back, let him look at the sun, send him to the great person farm in the sky. So Nell might have been having a bad day, but please don't let that undermine what I said about the otherwise swell day it was in Prim. You fucking tit! I'll kill you! I've always wanted to call somebody a tit, so...
Dude, we gotta start doing that more often. Tit.
You goddamn tit. You fucking tit! I'll kill you! The regular brown horse galloped over to the colorful unicorn, rearing back and horse punching him right in the kisser, sending him reeling to the ground. Nell leaned back again and prepared to stomp down once more. Talk about old Charlie one more time! Ow! Ow! Dick! You dare touch a grand unicorn? We're a protected species, you dipshit! The police! Oh, sorry. I have a whole thing that I can't tell you yet. It's part of the story, but not part of the story.
Okay.
It's in parentheses because I'm like, tell this. We're a protected species, you dipshit! The police will hear about this. You'll see fines. Fines, I tell you! Oh yeah? You pretty motherfucker? Oh yeah, you pretty motherfucker? Well, what are the police gonna do about it, huh? You know who actually runs this town. They'll be paid off in an hour. Then I'll tell the Don. Oh, feel free, by all means. Tell the Don. Tell him how you disrespected the first writer. Tell him who's in whose territory and what you were up to. Tell him the unicorn's grand scheme, because we all know it. We're all just waiting for you to say it out loud. So go ahead. Cry your way out of this one, pony boy. Pony boy being an insult equines call one another when one is really petty. Pony boy being an insult equines call one another when one is really pretty and in touch with their feelings. The losers. Toxic masculinity for the win. I like just interrupting my own speech is such a dumb idea, but it's fine. Toxic masculinity for the win.
Yeah.
Can I do that paragraph one more time? I know it takes the air.
That's fine. Go nuts.
Okay. Oh, feel free by all means. Tell the Don. Tell him how you disrespected the first writer. Tell him who's in whose territory and what you were up to. Tell him the unicorn's grand scheme, because we all know it. We're all just waiting for you to say it out loud. So go ahead. Cry your way out of this one, pony boy. Pony boy being an insult equines call one another when one is really pretty and in touch with their feelings. The losers. Toxic masculinity for the win. The unicorn hesitated to get up, and sure as hell didn't clap back. What's that, Tootie? Nothing to say? Yeah, that's what I thought, bitch. Now get up and get out of here. You're lucky I'm even letting you leave. The bruised unicorn's horn glowed, and a pastel swirl of many tertiary colors opened up in front of him. The splendid being walked through, but turned back. Well, you smelly butt, normal turd-making unicorn wannabe. We're growing, more powerful, and more of us. We're getting bigger every day. Oh, I see you growing. Oh, then you know that pretty soon we'll grow so big you won't be able to take us. Not any of you government boobs, not the Dawn, not even the entire pack. We'll be too big for any of them. No punny, no punny. Shit. No pony in the entire republic will be able to take all of us. One more time. No pony in the republic will be able to take all of us. Shit on it. I can take it. I can take it all. This isn't over. Shit on it's another one that I want to say to somebody.
Shit on it, nerd.
All right. Shit on it. I can take it. I can take it all. This isn't over, was all that Toot Sweet the unicorn could bring himself to say before they closed the portal behind them. Well, honestly, that could have gone much worse. Much, much worse. Nell has a reputation, and he handled this with relative poise, quite frankly. Only one smack. That's barely even battery. Good for him. See, this is a great day in Prim. That's it! Every unicorn is dead! Every last one of them! They're super glue!
Holy shit! Dude, unicorn glue would be some magical shit.
Right? I was thinking, if I could make another advertisement for, Gorilla Glue, that'd be great. Whatever the strongest glue is these days.
It's like that universe's Phil Swift. That's what he makes the super glue out of.
I think we should probably just make super glue and sell it on a website. What would his
fantasy name be? Like Phil Swiftly? Like Prince Philip Swiftly? Hi, Prince Philip Swiftly here with Uniglue. The only all-purpose glue, don't ask what it's made out of, that even works underwater.
It even works in tertiary colored portals.
It even works in the plane of torment.
Why wouldn't it, though?
I don't know. The plane of torment, it fucking sucks, dude.
Like glue your enemy's feet to the plane of torment forever.
It smells like that old man's fart in there. It smells like Charles's fart.
Jesus. Old Charlie.
I'm sorry, I completely interrupted.
No, you're good. No, you're good. This is great. I am going to take it back only because I think that there was one more thing I had to say.
Take it back now, y'all.
Okay. See, this really was a great day in Prim. That's it! Every unicorn is dead! Every last one of them! They're super glue. Well, shit. And in case you couldn't tell, that was the narrator.
I got that.
Okay, all right. Let's see. Charlie! Hey, old Charlie, wake up! The decrepit man was snoring now, leaning against a nearby building. Nellie gave him a light stomp on the foot. Ow! Nellie? What'd you do that for? Is that nice toot sweet fella gone? He's swell. His farts smell like pina coladas, and I hear he poops jelly beans. Skittles. They all poop Skittles. And some goddamn writer you are. Did you at least deliver the letter while I was laying the smack down on his fruity tooty ass? Oh, yeah, let me just... He reached into the saddlebag, pulling out the letter he was supposed to hand off. Nell sighed. Here he was, old Charlie, the first rider, his assigned rider, a man who'd been with FedEx since the very start, who'd been through the fire with Nell many times. He'd been there spurring Nell on as he made his 200-mile trip across the western wasteland for a rush order delivery of sultry, naked, big-boobied stick-figured doodles to the horny troops. Yeah.
Whoa, dude.
Oh, shit.
Nice. Do you know he was sneaking peeks at that on the ride in?
Which one, Nell or old Charlie?
They were passing it back and forth. Nell was on his front two legs for a little bit so he could go through them.
Old Charlie had like one of those like comical fishing rods with like he was dangling it like a carrot in front of Nelly. Nelly's just right before. He's like, ooh, big booby and stick figure doodle.
Oh yeah. He starts to get a little tired. Charlie pulls it back. Little eraser. He puts the paper back in front of him. The boobs are even bigger.
Oh God! Oh shit! Oh no! I played with giving Nell a horse voice, and I was like, "Fucking."
Oh my God! No, you're
inner city horse voices. Inner city horse voices are just inner city voices, like anything else. All right. Charlie'd been there, spurring Nell on as he made the 200-mile trip across the western wasteland for a rush order delivery of sultry, naked, big-boobied stick-figured doodles to the horny troops during the War of 143. Had to keep their morale up. The drawing... had to keep their morale up. The drawings actually became something of a collector's item after the war. Charlie'd been there riding that huge boat again and again across the slushy sea to Twilight, the land of infinite kind of darkness, delivering a maiden's frequent stream of raunchy poetry to some traveling band of bards. Actually, most of their deliveries were some kind of smut. Isn't that all mail, though? Like, almost all mail that is being delivered federally is probably just like, it's just you professing your love or you sending a dick pic.
Classic.
Before phones came about.
Classic.
Yeah.
Tale as old as time.
About 8 or maybe 9 inches. Sorry, damn it. God damn it. People like Nell and Charlie, they'd earned their place in the inner walls of Prim. Fucking crust, Charlie! What were you doing that whole time? All right, get a move on. Get the letter up to the house. Hurry. We've got somewhere else to be. Wait, where are we going now? Nell thought about that. They'd earned their place, and they'd be damned if they let those beautiful, magical idiots take it away from them. We're going to war. But I'm so old! It was such a beautiful Fives Day, and I feel as if that horse mail business tarnished it. Look, let's not let that ruin the story of Prim, though. Where was I? Yes, Prim. Beautiful Prim. Proper Prim, if you will. Nothing like it. A young, powerful democracy. That's right. The great equalizer, democracy, right here in Prim. Everyone had a say in their system. Here, no voice would be ignored. Sir, have you seen my dog? He's a tiny little fella, lots of mange, and very blind. No, dude, I'm talking. Can't you see I'm in the middle of a thing right now? Oh, no, I'm sorry. You see, I too am blind. Very blind. Mm-hmm. Well, you're also very rude. Go away. No one wants to hear from you, you blindy. Get away. Go back to your tent city, you poor.
Holy shit.
You should have worked harder. Then maybe you could afford a dog that wasn't so blind. And you wouldn't be blind either. Ha! Got him.
Fucking showed him, dude.
There was a.
Why don't you go tip tap around with a stick all day, idiot?
there was a part of me that wanted to cut that, and I was like, "You fucking moron! Why would you ever?" I want that old blindy to know that he's inferior.
Why don't you go put on
because of his life choices?
super dark sunglasses? How do you even know that those are like completely dark, dude? Can't even see.
You don't even know. You didn't even know you were wearing glasses this whole time.
He's at the store like, excuse me, I'm very blind. I need some of those black glasses. They hand him those ones that have like the eyeball on the spring. It like dangles out. It's like, oh, thank you.
How's anyone going to know you're blind with googly eyes?
Like, look at that guy. His eyesight's so great. They're bulging out of his head, falling all over the place.
Oh my god,
it's got floppy eyeballs.
Mm-hmm. I love that he also has a mustache, and he absolutely knows about the mustache on the glasses, but he doesn't know about the googly eyes. Well, you're also very rude. Go away. No one wants to hear from you, you blindy. Get away. Go back to your tent city, you poor. You should have worked harder. Then maybe you could afford a dog that wasn't so blind, and you wouldn't be blind either. Ha! Got it. One sec. I have got to pause for a minute.
That's fine. I need a breather.
Gross sounds incoming.
Oh, yeah. Dude, me too, actually.
Recording.
So you know what? Let me blow my nose too, and we'll just make this. We'll just cut this or leave it in to torture people.
No. Yeah.
Oh yeah, you like that, listener?
Was that a nose blow, or did you do like a comical like Showtime?
No, that was my regular nose blow. I want people to know that I'm blowing my nose. You know.
Yeah, that's how we need to test our mics for popping from now on.
There you go. Let's see. Is this mic all right? Yeah. There we go.
So
that's
good.
Good stuff.
Honestly, your mic.
God, Kylo.
That's how I know your mic is working. It's so good.
Kylo's about to ruin my whole thing. You big moose.
Which one's Kylo?
Oh, he's the big moose. He's the Louisiana crouton. What is he called?
Louisiana crouton.
No, it's the state dog of Louisiana. I don't know. Whatever. We'll talk about dogs later.
True. Okay.
I got unicorn race wars to hear about right now.
Yeah, well, maybe. Who knows? We might not get back to it because right now we're going back to the beautiful city of Prim.
Yeah.
I'm gonna take it from like the very last line.
Okay.
Ha! Ha! Got him. Oh, what wonderful advice! Thank you for your help, good sir. I'll be off then. Come on, Skeeter. You can do this on your own. Believe in yourself. Pull yourself up by your bootstraps. Now, if only I had some boots. Go on, get. Oh my god, what a failure. No one wants to see that. Don't worry, they don't come out much. They keep to their tent city, or else they get the stick. Anyways, Prim! So full of things to do, so much. What to do? Oh! One could visit the Royal Stadium, where a game of ball basket was being played. What? You've never heard of ball basket? Oh, you're in for a treat. Such an elegant sport. The only thing more interesting than a game of ball basket would probably be hearing a thorough rundown of the mechanics of the game. One more time. the only thing more interesting than a game of ball basket would probably be hearing a thorough rundown of the mechanics of the game.
Yes.
I'm certain.
Fuck yeah, that's the good stuff.
Yeah, I'm certain you'll enjoy this. So the first thing you need is a bunch of baskets. A bunch. Yes, I know. The game's a bit of a misnomer. Then you get a ball with a hole in it and fill it with a bunch of silver pieces. Finally, you get a bunch of sweaty, down-on-their-luck hobos to chase after. Holy shit! Oh, my Pegasus god! You can just say god. Everyone around here's a unicorn. Why would you feel the need to specify, oh, holy shit! Oh, Pegasus god! Oh, Pegasus god!
Holy shit.
Only a few hours after his run-in with that ruffian horse Nell the Negative, Toot Sweet had returned home to the Ivory Hoof, deep in the heart of unicorn territory, just inside the walls of the inner circle of Prim, ready for a day nap, the only kind of nap. He would have made record time that day if it hadn't been for that scuffle. The asshole. Toot Sweet was tired of living alongside the brutes. His actions today, taking the federal mail, might have been bold. They might have flown in the face of his leader, Clean Breeze, and the treaty that he worked so hard for, but Toot Sweet knew it would pay off. It was time for action. Time to take all federal mail for themselves. Time to replace those regular pooping horses. It was time for perpetually clean butts and efficient mail. The Don might have been a smelly ass himself, but he would see reason, and he would see profits to boot. Clean Breeze would hail Sweet as the one who earned unicorns the federal contracts with his boldness. Toot Sweet could see a bright future ahead of him. Unfortunately, Toot Sweet did not see the horror that awaited him in his stall until it was too late. Opening the door to his home, his bed, his family, Toot stepped right into it. Splat!
Oh no.
That's the sound of splatting. The gore, the appalling, pungent rancor that emanated from the innards on the floor.
Holy shit.
Horrific. A sick, sick man did this. A sick horse. Enraged, Toot Sweet galloped from his stall, trailing the masker. Unicorns from the street saw it, smelled the rotten decay, and gasped. The unicorn sprinted through town, past Horny Street, through Horny Lane, up Horny Alley, which wasn't an official street, but was a place where you could go for some good old-fashioned unicorn sex.
Oh, dude, don't bring that
But
shit
not
through
now.
Horny Alley, dude. Up
Right.
Horny Street.
Fucking
Have some
asshole.
fucking decorum, dude.
But not now. He sprinted full speed until he arrived at the Great Barn. He couldn't rid himself of the filth.
Sorry,
He
my dog is
realized
sneezing.
he was crying. It's okay. He sprinted full speed until he arrived at the Great Barn. He couldn't rid himself of the filth. He realized he was crying. Dizzy now, he pushed his way into the barn, tears down his face. The Council of Unicorns immediately shouted with outrage. That's where we came in case you're wondering. Oh my! Who did this to you? This is a travesty! Call the police! An affront! An attack on our own! Seriously, has anyone seen my dog? Rule of threes, baby! Rule of threes!
Yes! Pow, pow, pow! Skeeter, you done it again!
You remember my favorite name! Everyone's eyes locked onto Toot Sweet's hoof as he stamped his outrage. Now the negative shat in my bed! And thus, on that beautiful, beautiful Fives Day in Prim, the Pony Wars began.
The first shat was fired.
Ah, damn it, that's the title. The first shat was fired. And that's it, man.
Oh my.
That's the start of something great.
Oh my god, dude. Holy shit. Holy literal Nell shit. That was amazing, dude.
Thank you. I might have toiled a little bit.
Holy fuck. I'm so ready for the rest of this situation, dude. I'm on the edge of my seat.
Maybe it's a one shot. Maybe we'll never hear how the Pony Wars continued.
Oh my god. It's always,
but I wanted you to at least know the lore of how they
it's like
began.
it's always something that's happening in the background. Like they're like, well, we had to move away from their city as a result of the escalation of the Pony Wars.
It's just in the news at all times, but the news is always 5 days behind because of the wars and the mail being part of the wars.
Hear ye, hear ye! The unicorn struck a vital blow at the horses. The city of Prim is in
2 weeks
turmoil.
ago.
Will Skeeter ever find his dog? Tune in next his blind ass dog.
The answer is definitely no, but tune in anyway to find out. Oh, this poor blind dog.
The real twist, the actual real twist, is that Skeeter's dog is the one that pooped in his bed.
No, Skeeter's dog is a horse.
Oh no!
Maybe it's even. What if it's Nell?
He's just too
what if
blind.
The twist is that Nell was gaslighting Skeeter? Oh wait, no, not Nell. No, the narrator was gaslighting Skeeter. Sorry,
he was the.
I forgot my own
the
story.
The narrator was the horse, the dog. The horse dog, blind.
The narrator was Nell, trying to have a good day, but he just
the narrator was Nell, the blind horse dog, friend of Skater.
Not that good of a friend though, because he's kind of an asshole to him. Yeah, so I'm.
God,
are you team horse or are you team unicorn?
I'm team horsicorn. I don't know. I'm team. I just want to see it play out. I'm an impartial observer here. Also, I'd like to point out how you changed your name on here to prone to horsing around. What is this, a crossover episode?
No, I'm trying to do it from now on. Every one of my names is going to be related to my story on here. No one will see it but you. So unless if you say it out loud on the podcast, no one's gonna know. That's a little joke for Jesse J.
That's a little joke for old J Star over here. No, I do this thing with whenever I can enter my name and stuff. I like to just do permutations of Jesse or Jay or like I'll change it up every time pretty much. So
that's great.
That's the exact kind of joke that cuts right to my heart, my friend.
Wonderful. I like on podcasts whenever people have visual gags that the audience will never know about, and it just takes them right out of it. That's my favorite thing about podcasts.
Yeah, like watch this.
Prepare for more of
that. Pretty good, right?
Oh, that was good. No. Sweet kick flip.
Thanks, man. I've been working on it. I kick flipped my dog.
I did that.
Like a tech deck. Put my hand on his back and then he was sneezing during the middle of your dang story. What a rude dog.
It was fine. And honestly, I was taking it again a couple times, and I was like, you know what? I like the version where you're laughing over me as I say it, or where like it's way funnier. It's way funnier. I don't know why I have to always retake stuff. Okay. Man.
Hey man, if it makes you whatever makes you more comfortable, man. If you need to retake stuff, if you need to not be wearing clothing, whatever you need, man.
If it makes you happy.
Okay, Christ. All right. Jeez. I give that story 5 apple pie scented unicorn farts out of 5.
I really appreciate it. I didn't know that was the scale we're using, but
I give the voices
unicorn farts.
I give the voices 4 Skeeter's lost dogs out of 4. out of 0.
Out of 4. Out of 0. It's an impossible number.
You can't find his dog, dude.
We'll find him soon. I didn't say this, but I've told you this offline, but I have plans.
I got plans.
I have plans for this world.
There's one thing I believe.
It'll involve wars. It'll involve bloodshed. It'll involve pooping and many, many more unicorn stalls. It'll involve the rise of an entire candy conglomerate riding off of Skittle poops.
The candy conglomerate.
Yeah.
Oh,
and I didn't even tell you. Shit. What are you gonna say?
Candy Conglomerate Club, the CCC.
Candy Conglomerate. Ooh, that actually sounds more like a band name than anything. Let's make that the Candy Conglomerate Club.
That's pretty cool.
If you could say it out loud during your tour, then you can have it.
Candy
right?
Conglomerate Club. Candy Conglomerate. Fuck.
Oh, geez. All right. I want to hear your story, though. That's what I've been looking forward to all week.
I feel like my name, you've got such good names for your stories. So the name that I came up with for my story, Matt Montgomery, the name that I've come up with for my story is D-Day.
Ooh, I love it.
I'll tell you what the D stands for later. Take a guess.
I have no possible clue.
So I tried to do a little. Actually, you know what? I'll just read it and then we'll talk later. Okay. D-Day. The time of prophecy was at hand for the people of Murderfuck Gorge.
Wait a minute. Is that sorry, I have to ask already. Is that a city on a gorge, or is the name of their city Murderfuck?
They're
Gorge,
a nomadic
so they
people.
Murder somebody, then fuck.
They're a nomadic
and
people,
then they
so
eat, like they gorge themselves.
It's a little bit of all that. They're nomadic, so you know.
Okay.
This is just where they're at
all right,
now.
sure.
The planets were aligned into a sick-ass cosmic octagram, in the center of which hanged the blood moon, which leered down at the accursed shitscape below, its evil light piercing the land with rays of crimson malevolence.
It shifts your voice as it does it too.
Malevolence.
Just it shining makes you a little bit more sinister.
It makes you, yeah.
From now on, you are to speak in that voice and that voice only.
Thousands. No, I'm not gonna do that. Listen, some of the voices in this are gonna fuck my throat up anyway, so I cannot spare.
Oh.
I cannot spare like one hit of HP from my throat right now.
No single syllable will be spared to that voice.
This is wartime, baby.
Okay.
Thousands of. Oh Jesus! See, we're already there. The malevolence got me.
Take it.
Thousands of ravens circled overhead, a living tornado of black feathers and beady, vigilant eyes. Time crawled by for the people of the land as the hour drew near. The very shadows.
This is creepy.
I know, I'm making a vibe here, dude. The very shadows cast in the eerie red glow seemed to watch the people with silent anticipation. Then it happened. The bells rang, signaling that the bitching hour had begun.
Oh, no!
It's upon us, dude.
That's so stupid. I love it.
All the people of the village began airing their grievances with each other. Okay. You never noticed my new haircut. I thought it looked so fierce, too, screamed a voice among the din. I'm sorry, replied a male voice at an equal volume. I've been very focused on self-improvement lately and have neglected to take your feelings into consideration. But you don't need my approval to feel like the fierce, beautiful bitch that you are, my wretched little murder muffin. I fucking love you, came the reply, and the sound of violent baby making could be heard cascading through the village, the shouting of its other inhabitants having followed a similar course.
Is this a purge? Like a bitch purge?
Yeah, dude, it's the bitching hour. It helps keep everyone. That's great. It helps keep the harmonious, loving atmosphere that you're experiencing right now.
You might have just come up with the best idea for real life.
It's a real life new therapy thing. Hold on. Gotta call my therapist. I got an idea.
Listeners, whatever
the shouting of its other inhabitants having followed a similar course. Love and hate suffuse the air in equal measure, but that's marriage for ya. Yuck, yuck, yuck. What was I talking about?
Shut up.
What was I talking about? Oh yeah, the prophecy. On that fateful night, wait, am I reading the wrong one? No, that's the right one. Sorry. I did some revisions at the last minute.
I totally get it.
Where the fuck was I? Okay, there we go. Oh yeah, the prophecy. On that fateful night, a marching darkness began to overtake the land. Shadow crawled over the surface of the moon. The eclipse brought a weird and wicked magic into the air. At the height of the bitching hour, 'neath the octagram-wreathed blood moon, with thousands of ravens eagerly swirling overhead, a soul of vengeance and might was to tear its way into the world this awful night. A woman's screams echoed out over the world, bringing an odd stillness with them. The child of prophecy ripped its way clear of the tatters of his mother's womb. She would live, but would never bear another child. The shaman/village matriarch, Greta, who was overseeing the birth, began to weep blood as she laid the baby down into the arms of its anguished mother. The baby looked up to the sky and threw up the horns with each little baby hand. Yeah! All at once, the ravens above them burst into flames and plummeted to the ground. A cacophony of sickening, meaty explosions engulfed the village with a deluge of sizzling bird blood that rained down all around them. And the mother spoke. A curse of wrath and a promise of vengeance has been brought upon this horrid earth. As foretold by our prophets, your name will be Soul Fister.
I like the idea that he's like the implication is that he's fisting souls with his fists, but like he's already throwing up devil horns, so he's already gonna do something weird with his fingers when he's inside of people's souls.
Yeah, dude.
So he's like
he's doing weirdo shit. What can I say? Oh no, the revised version of this, the formatting is like a little funky, so I might fuck up a few lines.
That's okay.
Okay, we're gonna play by ear. Oh yeah, 20 years have passed since that night. Bye, sweetie. Have fun playing with your friends outside. Mommy packed you a sandwich so you don't get hungry. I also put a couple of those little oranges you like in there too. Soulfister looked down into the brown paper bag and was relieved to see that his mom hadn't forgotten to write him a little note. He wouldn't read it yet, but it would really brighten his day up later when he ate his lunch. Thanks, Mom. I'll be extra safe for you.
I'm waiting to hear what the explanation for this
But
is.
Little did he know, an inciting incident was about to incite the shit out of him, spurring him into a quest for vengeance.
No.
That's Soulfister, dude. It's a child of brutal prophecy.
It can't help it. Prophecy, man.
The prophecy said that he was to the evil of the land, but somebody smudged the prophecy, so nobody knows if he's like defeating it or like creating it
or fucking it.
It could be fucking it or fisting it. Who knows? The sky's the fist's the limit. Running swiftly across the landscape, Soulfister ate up the distance with long, heavy strides. He assaulted the ground with his heavy metal boots, and occasionally also with his massive black steel mace, Kill Bastard Jr.
I always love the idea of naming somebody who's a bastard junior. It always sounds like such a good idea.
Dude, I want to see Kill Bastard Senior.
Right?
I wonder where that went. Maybe that's a story for another day. Ooh. Take that ground. I'll teach you to make me have to use my legs. He stopped every now and then to assault the trees and rocks too. Any poor thing that had the lack of reasoning to trespass against his eyeballs was subject to his brutal retribution. His armor was huge, like him, inside and outside.
No. Blew his house.
It also had...
Oh, wait, no, we're not getting sued.
No. It also had spikes all over it, and even had spikes on the bottom of the boots. This devious armor was made of the blackest black steel that the famed blacksmith Kamish Apor could produce. Phantom Black. It was also the last armor he would produce, as he was a bit of a jerk, so Soulfister pulled his guts out through his ears about it. The blood of its creator fused with the now cursed armor, giving it a dark red sheen. Soulfister also put some pretty glitter on there too, because my niece loves it when things sparkle.
He's so considerate.
He's a nice guy, but you know what? He's also darn brutal.
Don't get in his way.
Don't get in his way, dude.
Or inconvenience him.
Don't mess with his family, I reckon. His brutal advance quickly brought him upon his ultimate destination. The quaint little pond was nestled among a series of grassy hills. A lazy wind swooshed the tall grass of the hillside hither and yon, whispering a promise of quiet peacefulness. A lonely little bench sat underneath the willow tree on the bank of the pond. Soulfister marched up to the little bench, but as he drew near, he froze. He had expected to meet his friends here, but where were they? Where were the sounds of excitement they made whenever he showed up? Where were all their cute little eyes looking up at him? Where was the pitter-patter of their tiny webbed feet? Where are my duck friends? Soulfister bellowed. No! He screamed with such force. I'm going to have to fuck with that in the audio pretty good, probably.
Yeah. I think You blow out your mic.
Oopsie poopsie. Soulfister bellowed. He screamed with such force that a small grouping of nearby trees yiped and reached down with their branches to pull up their already packed luggage and ski-daddled the fuck on out of there.
Oh, the trees can move?
Hard enough for a young tree out on these meadows without having to deal with your armor-wearing ass screaming all hours of the day. Gonna go live with my parents back in Oakland. Because they're trees. Get it?
Jesus.
Oak.
Jesse's.
What? They're good guys. They just can't deal with this shit. They can't deal with this asshole running around screaming.
They just uproot and leave,
dude.
Golly.
That's how powerful Soulfister is. Sorry, tree guys. I was pretty upset just now about the duck situation. I shouldn't have raised my voice like that, said Soulfister sheepishly as he rubbed his hand on the back of his neck. Mama Soulfister always said it's important to know when to apologize.
Aww.
Found ourselves in a duck situation, have we? Creaked a wooden voice from behind the bench.
No.
The willow continued speaking. A little birdie told me that they were duck-napped by a band of goblins. His branches moved downwards to reveal a small green creature wrapped up in the tree's strong but flexible branches. Isn't that right, my little birdie? It's fucking trees, dude.
Why are trees such a big part of your stories? You sound like you want us to actually deforest.
No, they're good. They're fine. They're okay.
Trees are a nuisance.
No, some of them are fine. It's just occasionally they're, look at this one here. Look at the one from the last story. You know what I mean?
That's. Ooh. I was trying to figure out if they were the same.
Maybe. Who knows? Could be. Tree magic is weird in this land. Well, maybe that's a story for another day. Oh, excuse me. Goodness.
Another tree story.
There's going to be a tree in every story that I have. There's going to be a creepy tree and talks like this.
So far, I think they might be my favorite part of every story. The tree.
Isn't that right, my little birdie? We just wanted to eat them is all. That's the goblin that said that.
I didn't know. No way.
But I made... Where'd they go? Okay. But I made them gifts! Yelled Soulfister as he patted the fanny pack that contained said gifts. The goblin's goblin cave is about 5 goblin ball fields that way. If you see the gas station, you've gone too far. The what? What? You know what, Whacking Willow? You know what? You know what, Whacking Willow? You're all right. I'm glad I didn't brutally murder you when we first met like I wanted to, opined Soulfister. And I'm glad I was smart enough not to try anything with you, replied the tree. What? What?
These shifty trees, man.
They're always plotting something, dude. You don't know. You gotta watch out for the ones that sound like this.
I'm profiling all trees that sound like this.
It's an outrage. The goblin chimed in. Ah, what about me? Please free me from this woody weirdo. He keeps whispering about how he wants to sap me up real nice like. Soulfister nodded. He reached up and freed the little goblin. Freed him from his mortal coil, that is! And then he charged off towards his duckling friends. And vengeance!
Do it. Get it, Soulfister.
How are you feeling so far, Matt?
So first of all, there was a little part of me whenever we got to the duck pond that was like, maybe I could share this with my 3-year-old daughter. maybe there's a world in which I could bleep certain things and we could share this with my kiddo. And then and then no, there was a tree in it, and I was like,
here you go, little one.
Let's
Let's tell a story about Murder Fuck Gorge and its inhabitants.
maybe it's just Gorge.
Oh no, what? This isn't my updated story. I changed this part. Oh no. Oh, hold on a sec. I was very tired last night when I did it. Let me see if it's on my phone.
I think I'm gonna start only punching up, like doing any final punch ups the day of.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
Because it's so much. It comes out a lot better. I'm like, I know exactly how I feel today about what.
That's pretty good. You know what? That's a good point. Maybe I should.
Because I know I need to stop like tinkering with it day after day after day. But yours is going.
Why is this not showing? It's in my drafts on my email. Why? I'll just read it from my phone, I guess. Okay.
Are you going to be okay with that?
Yeah, it should be fine. I can hold it closer to my face, like the Skeeter that I am, like the blind fucker,
like the blind little dog.
Can Skeeter just be like a new slur for blind people? You dang Skeeter!
I have a whole
tapping around.
Skeeter might just be a little more than a blind man.
Oh my god!
I'll just say that he might be partially.
Who knows? Okay.
So let's be careful calling all blind people Skeeter. It might involve blind deaf.
That might blow up in my face, blinding me for life. All right. Soulfister arrived at the cave. A sign over the entrance read, "Gulp, Duck Eater's Cave." "I will burn this cave to the ground!" he screamed as he charged into the cave. Eventually, he came upon a bored-looking, squat creature sitting at a desk, typing away at a magic typing scroll.
I'm gonna gloss right over that.
You can just imagine like the nails pitter-pattering on it. You goblin, you trying to eat my duck friends? Okay, wow, replied the green feller. First of all, sir, I am a regular goblin. I just work for the goblins. Presumptuous. Second, like all goblins, I only eat trash and garbage. Clearly finished with both Soulfister and the conversation, the goblin went back to his work with a huff. Soulfister, unable to figure out if it would make things more or less awkward to kill this guy, opted to not say anything, and instead just walked on by into the throne room.
Good. Put you in your place.
He wasn't ready for that kind of energy, man.
Yeah, he's still, he's a growing boy.
He's not prepared.
Even at 20.
Even at 20, yeah. The Goblin King sat on a throne, listening to another Goblin, dressed like a jester, reciting limericks and playing a lute and whatnot. "Zoinks!" said the king, jumping off his throne as he saw the giant man enter the room. Zoinks! "Are you the king of the goblins?" asked Soulfister. "Yes, it is I, the king of..." "More like the king of getting fucking murdered." Soulfister bonked him on his head with his giant sick-ass mace, and it drove the goblin into the ground like a big nail. "All rats," came a muffled voice from the ground. "Wah, wah, wah," said the jester, apparently not being able to read the room.
Okay, so tell me that the jester's gonna go back with him to cut any tension from.
Nah, he'll be okay. Don't worry. He might still be around. We'll just have to see. "Were you gonna eat my little duck friends too? Their feet are cute and they like to quack. Eating ducks is really whack," rhymed the jester. Somewhat satisfied by this answer, Soulfister decided to only kill him a little bit.
Oh, here I thought that you could defuse any tension with a good.
That's pretty good. The other guy did it. The receptionist.
That was a little more of Like, it's really easy to get out of situations by just, clapping back at somebody.
Soulfister entered the next room to see that it was a kitchen with a big cauldron in the middle, suspended over a fire. A portly goblin stood over the cauldron, cutting up carrots and onions into the big soup cauldron. He dipped a big wooden spoon into the water to taste it and pulled up a fist? Soulfister's fist? The goblin let out a big gulp. That was my creative way of saying that he snuck up behind him. He saw an opportunity.
Oh, gotcha. I was like, how did he get Soulfister's fist?
He's about to get Soulfister's fist, dude. The goblin let out a big gulp, and his Adam's apple twanged up and down a little. Soulfister's duck-petting hand slammed up into the weak duck-eating bastard's hungry fuck idiot bastard face.
Jesus.
Like that?
Get on out of here.
His face
to that guy's life.
His face exploded, and then the rest of him exploded.
Wait for it. We gotta let the face explode first.
The now gore-splattered giant looked around until he saw a pantry door. He opened it, and there they were! The 10 ducklings sat, looking all sad-like in the wooden cages. That one Sarah McWarlocklin song went through Soulfister's head, and he shed a single brutal tear.
Oh. In the
arms of a goblin. Gonna die. Oh no. That's much sadder. Sarah McWarlocklin, her songs are a little different.
If we sing that, my wife will actually cancel us, just so you know. She will raise an army, and she will make sure that we are canceled by force.
Emotional song, dude.
It is. Ooh.
Soulfister gently broke the cages so as to not scare them. The ducklings, now free, swirled around the big man's feet and did that cute butt wiggle thing that ducks do when they're excited. Oh. Don't worry, my little ones. I'm here for you. Oh, I brought you all something. Mama Soulfister helped me make them. I'm not very good at it yet, but with every day I conquer that weakness a little more. My voice is already starting to fail.
Your voice is starting... Your Soulfister voice is starting to turn into the boulder from Avatar: The Last Airbender.
Because I can't do the growl anymore. I can already feel my...
Oh, dude, keep it going, because if he turns, maybe this is part of his arc. As he gets closer to his redemption, or in this case, into his goal, he becomes more like the boulder. In
I like that. It's for real now. That's canon for sure.
That's canon. Okay.
There we go. Soulfister reached into his fanny pack and produced out of it a number of homemade duckling-sized sun hats and one very large one for himself. He took the time to make sure that each little duckling was wearing their own equally little sun hat, stopping only briefly to settle an argument over whose sun hat was the prettiest. Soulfister ruled that each one was pretty in its own way and that each of them looked simply dashing. I swallowed a lot of air.
What was that?
I swallowed a lot of air. I gotta get the burps out real quick. Sorry. God, I'm losing it, dude. Soulfister's doing something to me.
He's probably inside you.
It's probably. I look down. His fist is through my chest right now. Ah, come on, man. Come along now, little ones. We've got a tea party to attend. Just then, a goblin walked into the room carrying a box full of onions. Hey, is your cousin still single? Because I just got my butthole bleached, and I don't want it to go to waste. The goblin looked from around the box. Ah, he's got our ducks. We don't want to go back to eating garbage food like cave lobsters and caviar. Seize him! Wave after wave of angry little green fellers came pouring out of holes in the cave walls, streaming towards the big man, while a small line of little feathered fellers waddled behind him. Delivering out casual violence of a shocking nature, Soulfister led his quacking friends back up to the surface. He punched straight through one goblin's chest and directly into the balls of a taller goblin standing behind him. One goblin tried to leap on him from above. Soulfister caught him by the throat, popped his head off with his thumb like popping a bottle cap. Then he drank the goblin like an ice-cold Dos Orcs.
Oh no. And this was the whole purpose of the story.
That's where it all started. It was all about that joke.
And that's how we get the refreshing taste of Dos Orcs.
This episode sponsored by Dos Orcs. Taste the orc. What is their thing? The most interesting orc in the world. That's it. I prefer Dos Orcs.
Oh no, you're gonna ruin your voice just to get sued by the Dos Equis guy.
Ah man, the most interesting lawsuit in the world. Oh god, one goblin got a bit too close to the ducks. Poor bastard was killed so hard he was featured in the next edition of. God damn it, the dog's going. Oh, Gulliver, come on. It's okay, buddy. One goblin got a bit too close to the ducks. Poor bastard was killed so hard he was featured in the next edition of Rippler's Believe It or Don't as the most killedest dude that whatever was. After the first 20 or so goblins were in twice as many pieces on the ground, the rest started to realize that they didn't want any part of this hurricane of violence that walked like a man. Too bad he wasn't even close to being done with them. Eventually, Soulfister and his group made their way out of the mouth of the cave. Soulfister glared directly at the bright Threesday suns until they got the hint and stopped being so bright.
I just gathered what you meant by that. Oh, yeah, back off. Okay.
I'm sorry, dude. I didn't mean it, dude. By the loving fury of Jezork Christ, the bloodshed was finally over. Gerald, you lost your sun hat! Soulfister streamed back into the cave. Shit, he's back! Run! About 30 minutes of ultra-violence later, Soulfister emerged from the cave again. Half of a goblin was dangling from his shoulder spike on the right side, his face one of terror, as if he had just helped kidnap some ducks and was choke-slammed directly to hell for his troubles. The armor...
It's a real last ride. Huh? Oh, I was just saying that's a real last ride. That's an Undertaker reference.
The armored behemoth delicately put the sun hat back on the naked-headed duck, who quacked happily and tip-tapped around for a second. This is going to be the best tea party ever! He howled as he put both of his hands up to cup his face on either side of his mouth. I read that weird.
No, it's okay because it actually kind of was funny. Funnier than
He vibrated with excitement, and blood flecks sprinkled off of him. The whole ordeal seemed to have rolled right off him, like blood off a duck's back. The end.
No, that's what you wrote that for, was for that bit at the end. Oh man. Oh, I really dig Soulfister.
I'm so glad, dude.
Saitama can fucking suck it, man.
I was genuinely nervous that the joke wouldn't work. Like, I was really truly nervous that I wasn't going to be able to write the Soulfister that I saw in my head. This brutal killing maniac who loves his mom and his family and all the cute little ducklings in the pond.
Here's the deal. I actually think, I know we're still pretty early on in, but this might be my favorite character so far, just because I love the idea of the like inconsequential violence to him, like the just sort of the like nonchalance of it all.
Yeah. His I think one of the first lines I wrote for that one was the delivering out casual violence of a shocking nature. Soulfister led his little duck friends through the cave. Like,
yeah, no, that's the thing is, I think
I was like, that's it. That's the character.
In this one, you've done a good job of going back and forth, leading me to believe that it's one tail, and then like pulling the rug out like in the best way, and saying, no, it's actually a story of murder and violence, but also it's a story of compassion and
of
love.
a guy who handmade cute little duck hats with his mom
Oh.
for a tea party.
You know, I did want to circle back though, because I think you've done something really mean here.
Oh,
His mom, who seems like she loves him,
yeah,
and is saying, bye, sweetie.
yeah.
I packed your favorite. Blah blah blah. She also is the one who gave him the cursed name, isn't she?
It was the prophecy that gave him the cursed name.
Okay, so it was speaking through her, really.
Yeah, I wanted to put a little bit more emphasis on the prophecy, but I ran out of like words.
That's fair. That's fair. I've noticed that creating mythos, it takes a lot of words.
It takes a lot of words. It really does.
I want to get back to your story because it's great, but I did want to say, like, I had a lot of mythos and world building ideas that I had crammed into my story, and it inflated it like by another 700 words or something.
Oh man.
And they were all jokes. They all like there was. They would have probably flown by, I hope.
Hold on a sec. I gotta let this dog out. He's starting to lose it. Gulliver, buddy, it's okay. It's all right. Ow, shit.
Oh, fuck. You're not hurt.
Okay.
Walk it off.
Okay. Whew.
No, yeah, I definitely. So I think that they would have landed, like the jokes would have landed about the mythos. But the thing is that I would not have had enough time to tell a real story if I did that.
Gotcha.
I include all my world building. So now what I have is I have like a year's worth of world building in my other stories.
Oh, yeah.
Unless I decided to do one that is just full on like mythos, which I'm considering.
Yeah, I was about to suggest that actually. We could do maybe we could do like I don't know, like additional, like a bonus episode or something. Like if we have like a piece of the world that we want to set up where it's not like an official, like fully contained story in of itself, but it's just kind of like supplemental. Like we could do like a shorter or like an additional little thing where we just hop on real quick.
But like I don't necessarily think it needs to be a separate thing. As long as we agree on it like week before or something, we could just make that one of our episodes.
We could just make it a more lore heavy
like
world builder. That could be fun.
Look at Tolkien's stories and how like a lot of it is just describing, it's just describing the world itself, describing the histories, and it's great. So I don't know. I think that you could probably get away. My favorite fantasy writer right now, Terry Pratchett, also does that. He does a lot of. It's mostly supposed to be a comical take on it, but he does a lot of like describing the great Atuin, who is like the turtle that the disc world is on top of the elephants that are on top of the turtle. Like he describes it in such a way that you're just like, I could listen to you describe this turtle in all of its slowness.
Yeah.
And as it does nothing for eternity, you could describe this to me for 200 pages and I'd be happy.
And the flea on the frog on the log on the bench on the bottom of the seafloor. And the green grass grows all around. The green grass grows all around. I'm a
bog, a rattling bog.
Dude, there was one of those songs from when I was a Boy Scout as a kid that I can't find it. I've never been able to find it. And it's actually, no, it was a Girl Scout thing when I'd hang out with my sister at the Girl Scout things because I was a brother. Well, I didn't have anywhere else to go, so my mom just took me too, and I just hung out.
That's what you called Boy Scouts, was just hanging out with your sister and Girl Scouts.
Yeah, they bullied me. It was so much harder than the actual Boy Scouts. I got my little bitch badge first day.
I'm just imagining like a group of tiny kids doing that to you as an adult. And just being like, ooh, you're so like, why are you so tall and gangly?
Nice hairline, idiot. Stop! No, stop!
No more. You've
got
your
feminine
bitch
hips.
Badge.
No.
And John Mulaney to boot. Oh, damn.
Children can be so cruel.
So I did want to say, yeah, we'll do the lore at some point, man. That'll be fun.
Be cool,
But I did want to say gooblins.
Ghoulblins. How many Ghoulblins out of 6 would you give my story, Matt Montgomery?
I would probably say so. Ghoulblins are they corporeal? That's what I wanted to ask.
I mean, Soulfister was hitting them pretty good.
Yeah, but he can hit souls.
Well, so I see Ghoulblins. I didn't really establish it because I also didn't really think about it. No.
You're thinking. And that's fine. You're thinking about it. You're thinking about it right now. That's what I want.
My approach to, I guess, writing apparently is very fucking freeform. Like it's very like. I like the way that sounds. I'm putting that in there. No, I kind of picture ghouls aren't they traditionally like kind of almost like super zombie sort of dudes where they're not dead, but they're like cannibals. They eat like raw meat in the sewers.
I thought ghouls were like that. I thought they were like sort of like thralls of vampires and stuff, but I don't.
Oh, maybe.
And I've seen so many different versions of ghouls that I've always viewed them as being like non-corporeal. But
Ghoulblins, as I see them, are pretty much just goblins that are just like way grosser. They just live in the sewer. They've evolved down in like the sewers and caves and stuff.
Do they drool green spit?
Yeah, they drool green slime, and they poop green slime, and they cry green slime,
and they poop green slime,
and they eat green slime sometimes.
Okay, so and the only reason I ask is because I need to know how many Ghoulblins to give you out of 6. Because if they were non-corporeal, it would require like an astronomical amount to equal like one full corporeal being. So
fuck the Magnetric system.
I'm going to give you 7 little Ghoulblins.
Whoa.
And 11 little chicks out of 6 and 10. That's do some math. Do some math, baby.
That's 2 times in a row you've made me try to do math.
Yeah, well, that's actually the purpose of this podcast, is to teach people basic fraction math.
Dude, my coworker yesterday, this guy, he's the kind of guy where I always feel like every word that he says, he knows something that I don't, and he's kind of waving it in front of my face, you know? But like, I think that might just be the way he talks. Like, I think he's being friendly, but I'm like, you son of a bitch, how dare you say what a great day it is? You asshole. What is it supposed to rain later? You sick fuck. He was like, hey, are you good at math? I was like, well, probably not anymore. No. And he was like, oh, good. Cause it's only 5th grade level. And he hands me this paper. He hands me this paper with geometry questions on it. And I was like, okay.
The worst math.
Wait a minute. This is you can't just say math right here, dude. That's like calling Thai food spicy, where you're like, that doesn't tell the whole story.
Would you like some slight spice in your food? Yeah. Here's a Thai chili pepper.
And I was
Put it in your mouth.
I looked at it. And it was his kid's like homework, and he was like, I don't know the answer to this, and I need to be able to explain it to him. And I was like, oh, that's nice. Oh, okay, fine, I'll engage with this. I didn't mean to, but I'm still thinking about that. Still thinking about it, man. There's like questions about like different kinds of triangles, and like, is this shape circle all of what this shape is. It's a polygon, it's a quadrilateral, it's a rectangle. Like, I'm still thinking about that freaking thing, man.
You know what this sounds like a job for? This sounds like a job for Google image search. You're going to just search and see if you can find online exactly when somebody used that image before with the circle on it, with them circling that triangle.
Oh, yeah. Oh, fuck. That would have been genius. God damn it. I should have called my friend Matt Montgomery.
Yeah, no, I don't know math, but I do know how to cheat.
You're in the middle of some operation happening. I'm like, hey, Matt, I need to know what kind of triangle is an isosceles.
Please, dude.
What the fuck is a scalene?
Oh man. No, like I think you should just call your friend up once you found the answer and be like, "Oh, I was having a bad day, man. I wasn't thinking about it. Clear as day to me
Oh
now."
yeah,
And
clear as
then
I had
and
some sleep.
then read from a script very obviously after that. Like it's very clear that the answer is
I just start reading the B movie script.
And then Jerry Seinfeld sighed. I haven't watched B movie. That's all I know about it is that Jerry Seinfeld was in
He's
it.
in there. I know. I haven't watched it either.
I think he played an important part, but I wouldn't bet on it.
Back in my streaming days, I had an idea that I didn't end up doing because I was in a much worse place than I am right now, mentally.
I'm gonna laugh at that. So.
Oh yeah, go ahead. No, the Girl
Oh.
Scouts would tear me apart for that shit.
You piece of shit.
I had an idea for April Fools that I was gonna set up our fanciest chair with like candles and like set the lighting all nice and fancy, have like a wine like goblet, and wear like my mauve smoking jacket, and I was going to read from a printed out like papers the entire B movie script as close to this voice as I could maintain. The little bee feller, Jerry Seinfeld then turns to the camera and says airline peanuts or something.
You need to give pregnant pauses if you're going to do that though. Like absolutely long, like you don't want any laughter though, ideally.
Do you like jazz? She replied like
beautiful. I was like, don't laugh. Don't do it. Don't do it. Oh, you're gonna ruin the take, bitch.
Okay, man. Well, I had a gay old time.
I also had a homosexual time.
Hell yeah.
Because that's what gay means, I think.
I'll have to check that.
I'm not 100% sure that was a smart thing to say.
Pew, 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 pow. I had an awfully queer time with you. It's getting a little spicy.
Oh man.
Oh my
it was great, man. It was fun. I really hope that Soul Sister makes a return.
Oh, he will. I went a little long on the introduction for him because I really I want this guy to be around. I want him to be around doing stuff in the world, even if he's not like the focus of too many stories. I want it to be known that he's still out there, putting on sundresses so that his little sister doesn't feel, or little, I guess, niece doesn't feel like left out or whatever. I don't know. He's out there doing stuff.
Yeah.
Can I just say real quick? I forgot to say this earlier. You did such a good job at making Toot a fucking asshole. Like his voice.
Thank you.
You fucking killed it, dude. Like every time he said words, I was like, what a prick.
He's one of the voices that I wasn't sure how I was going to do it until I got here with you. I thought about doing like a oh no, I didn't see you there. But because and it would be pretty.
I'm both glad and upset that you didn't go with that. I'm both at the same time.
I honestly, a lot of that was born from I didn't have the range today to do it with being sick and everything. So I'm glad though that I accidentally happened upon the closest thing I can do to a British accent, which is just snootiness.
What's great is that he was a prick, but he wasn't like a caricature. Like he felt real. He felt like a real actual prick. You know what I mean?
I'm really glad to hear that. I was worried that he was going to come across as a fake prick, but a real prick is exactly what I was. I want him. I'm hoping in the future to give him his comeuppance in more ways than just shitting in his bed.
Oh my God.
Maybe I think I might be team horse on this one. I might be a little bit biased.
I feel like you're not supposed to say that, man. I feel like
it's
supposed to be an impartial god.
Like Stephanie Meyer saying she's team Jacob. That'd be a problem, man.
Did she do that? Is that true?
No. I'm just saying. Like, wouldn't it be like she's just like, oh hey, I just want you to know
It's like that'd
I'm
be
Team
pretty
Jacob.
wild for how the stories turned out then.
Yeah. Well, I mean, but with how the stories actually ended, I kind of feel like she just could not bring herself to to take him out of the story. She
To
gives
let go.
him the weirdest freaking end. I don't want to talk about Twilight
It's a
on this
little weird.
podcast. I don't want to give time to final Jacob on this podcast.
Welcome to Dorks, the only podcast where we never talk about Twilight.
We're gonna talk about it every episode from now on, guaranteed.
It's real. It's canon.
All right, dude. This was fun, man.
Oh yeah, I'm so excited for the next one.
Oh yeah. Do you want to try and do any kind of themes for the next one, or do you want to go like let's keep building?
I'd like maybe one more because I'm not good at. So here's the thing: I'm not experienced at writing. This is kind of the first, except for like essays in college,
Sure.
like school and stuff. This is the first time that I've actually like done anything writing wise. So I kind of would like one more little practice one before we start getting jiggy with it.
Yeah, let's no writing prompts for now, and we'll figure it out. If we need a writing prompt, you can just ask and I'll give you one, and if I need one, I will ask and you can give me one. And we can always say it before we start an episode if we want.
Oh,
and then maybe one day whenever somebody hears this, they'll be like, I want to give them a prompt, and we can be like, no, your prompt's stupid. Why are you even listening to us?
Idiot. What are you fucking go back to the Girl Scouts, dude.
We're getting our revenge on you, Girl Scouts.
Take this guy. He's kind of a prick. He's a real toot sweet. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Ooh. If you're a Girl Scout, you can just go ahead and stop listening to us right now.
Yeah. No. This is no Twilight. No Girl Scouts. No funny period talk. This is all just men lifting weights. And
jeez. Oh no. No. Yeah.
And toxic masculinity. Hell yeah.
Half the population can get on out of
here. Get the heck on out of here.
And we're going to have a female guest pretty soon because that's the only way we can get you back.
Next time on
Dorks. Perfect.
Right.
Bye.
Bye-bye. Who was that guy?